Football and freedom is what it's all about at Fort Bragg, North Carolina today for the Super Bowl festivities. As you can see, we have the Clydesdales in the background. A lot of big names are coming to Fort Bragg today. We're going to show you some of the fun that goes on right here at Fort Bragg for a Super Bowl party that you will not forget. Here's to the heroes, and we have one standing right beside us today, Colonel Al Aycock, Garrison Commander of Fort Bragg. Colonel Aycock, tell us about the festivities here today.
Well, the real heroes here are for the soldiers. This is what this event is for. It's all for the soldiers. We want to make sure that our soldiers who have been overseas so many times have the best of everything, and Anheuser-Busch has been very generous in giving our soldiers the best of everything. Today's a great day for the soldiers. We've got the Clydesdales here. In addition to that, we've got Blues Traveler, the band. We have a great deal of animals that are brought straight in from Busch Gardens for the kids here. It's just going to be one fantastic day. The biggest tailgate party outside of Jacksonville, Florida is right here at Fort Bragg.
Hey, you got that right. How does something this extravagant and elaborate get set up?
Well, it gets set up by the generosity of those folks who are like at Anheuser-Busch. And it also gets set up because of the dedicated work of the military folks and the civilians whose job it is to take care of the soldiers out here. There's a lot of folks from our MWR department who work very hard on this. It was very short notice, but the best thing is it's for the soldiers, and we're going to make sure they have a good time.
Well, you have put a fantastic activity here together on base today, no doubt. I understand that some of the festivities will actually be taped on the pregame of the Super Bowl today.
That's true. Fox will be down here, and they're going to do some special events for the soldiers. We've got about 50 soldiers who are going to be interviewed by Fox in a large group. We have a number of kids who will be shown around all the events with the animals, and of course there are going to be side shots of the Clydesdales around Iron Mike and some other things along those lines.
Are any of the community people invited, sir?
Absolutely. All those folks who have supported Fort Bragg through the Bragg Special Activities Committee, the Pope Special Activities Committee, the Military Affairs Committee, all those folks were sent invitations, and we tried to make sure that we covered that, especially the leaders of those organizations.
This is a very tall young lady. Do you play basketball?
Yeah, dunking's my specialty.
Dunking is your specialty. What brings you out here today to Fort Bragg?
We're here with Busch Gardens Williamsburg and for the event for the Super Bowl, and just working on growing.
Are your parents this tall?
My father is, my mother isn't.
Lorna Ellis out here today at Fort Bragg, Super Bowl party of the century. Lorna, what brings you out here today?
Well, first of all, football's a deal for me. It's one of my favorite sports, and also, too, to have it here at Fort Bragg is just an honor, a privilege, and then my son being a big Eagles fan, we wouldn't have missed it.
Great. We understand that your husband is deployed at this time.
That's correct. That's correct.
Do you represent some of the families in the family readiness groups on Fort Bragg?
Absolutely. My husband has the 35th Signal Brigade, so he's got about 3,000 soldiers over there with his unit. And so we have a very active Soldier and Family Readiness Group, SFRGs. We're very lucky to have great leadership. We have some super families that are just doing great things and taking care of the families.
What are some of the things that you all do when your husbands are deployed in the readiness groups?
Well, first of all, is we make sure the families and the children of the families are they're informed. Number one, they have accurate information. They are taken care of. Their wellness is most important. That they're in communication, that they're hearing from their service member. And then we try to make it fun in the fact that we try to we observe holidays, we observe events once a month, make sure we bring in resources from Fort Bragg, which is this is an immense post full of information, and so we want to make sure they know how to get connected.
Talk about a pie job. We've got one right here. Taking care of the Clydesdales. Lauren, what is your job with Anheuser-Busch?
Well, I'm just a Clydesdale handler, and we drive the trucks and drive the horses.
You do a lot of traveling with this job?
We're on the road a little over 11 months out of the year.
Is this your first trip to Fort Bragg?
Yes, sir.
I understand that you guys have went to other places in our city, Airborne and Special Operations Museum.
Right, we did that yesterday, and then we was on the base here the day before.
Did you get a chance to tour the museum?
No, we sure like to, but we just had a show for the crowd, and we had a very good crowd out there.
What do you think about our city, Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Fort Bragg so far, Lauren?
Well, we've spent most of the time on the base, and just very, very nice people, and we're sure glad to be here.
It's very exotic. Right here at the Officers Club at Fort Bragg, who would have thought that SeaWorld would be right here at Fort Bragg? We have Julie Scardenia, the ambassador for animals of SeaWorld. Julie, what are you guys doing out here today?
Hey, Skip. We're here basically to just say thanks to all the military. Fort Bragg is a big base with lots of people, and this was a great place for us to really kick off one of our newest programs as well, called Here's to the Heroes. And it's actually so that all active military can come and visit our parks for free this year with 3 of their dependents. And so we're here to say thanks, to let them know about the program that we've got going on. They can always log on to herosalute.com and find out more information about that. But as you can see, we brought some fantastic animals from SeaWorld and Busch Gardens to be able to share with all the family today.
What hospitality indeed it is that you have here for the military. What type of animals will they see in the displays today?
We've got everything from this red-ruffed lemur, which is an endangered species from Madagascar, to very large alligators, to we actually have different species of porcupines. We've got one of our dogs from the pet show to also show that not all animals are exotic. Here's one of our little alligators. This is just a little guy right now, but we've got a 6.5-footer out there for people to take pictures with as well. Again, another endangered species. Of course, a success story from right here in the United States for the alligator.
Tell us about what's on the perch right back here, Lori.
A lot of people really have never seen a South American porcupine before. And everybody kind of thinks of the North American porcupine as being perhaps the only kind of porcupine there is, but there's porcupines in many different countries. This is a prehensile tail porcupine. Can you see how Whoa!
He got excited.
Don't touch my tail. But, so they live up in the trees. They use that tail as a fifth limb to grasp on and hang on while they're eating up there and everything too. So it's a fantastic animal, a great way for us to educate people about just the variety of different species there are on Earth and how best to take care of them.
He wants to talk on the microphone. What's his name?
This is Zuri.
Hey Zuri, how are you?
I think he's liking the whatever you had for lunch today.
There you go. And the birds. Tell us about the birds, Lori.
More endangered species. These are some of the macaws from South America. Again, deforestation being a big issue all over the globe, and ways for us to, let families, let kids know about things that they can do to help conservation and the lives of these animals is a wonderful way to kind of come and meet them today, while we're also, like I said, saying thanks for everything that they do and everything that they sacrifice for us.
Hey, it's wonderful hospitality that you're providing right here today at Fort Bragg, and they can see more at SeaWorld, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Both SeaWorld and Busch Gardens and Sesame Place are having the offer where they can come with up to 3 dependents as well. So we've got animals from all those parks here today, and so it's a lot of fun, and definitely we're going to have a great time too because we're getting to meet our heroes.
Well, the action is hot, and anyway, we're here with the Jacksonville Jaguars dance team. What you guys doing out here today?
We are here to party with the troops out here at Fort Bragg in North Carolina, and we're just partying outside for the Super Bowl.
Big party, no doubt. What do you think of our city so far?
It's beautiful so far. We love all the nature around us. It's great.
Cool.
I love the deer. They're so cute. I love deers.
All right. Where are you guys from? I know, of course, Jacksonville. You guys actually live in Jacksonville.
I live in Jacksonville.
What do you have to do to be part of this cheerleading team? I know a lot of girls in our area would just die for the opportunity. How did you get started?
You have to try out every year. There's a series of auditions that you have to do each weekend. There's like 3. There's a semifinals, there's prelim, semifinals, and then finals.
And how long have you been a representative for Jacksonville?
This is my 4th year.
Fourth year. So they give you the stamp of approval. You don't have to go through the tryouts?
Every year you have to try out.
What is it like to be a cheerleader for the Jacksonville Jaguars?
It's a lot of work, but it's exciting because we get to meet all of the fans and we get to go to a lot of cool places like Fort Bragg. But it takes a lot of dedication. We all have personal lives that we have to maintain and jobs. So it's a commitment, but it's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of great people.
Hey, Lori Brushy, what does it take to put this on today?
Well, it takes a lot of great people, to be honest with you. We've got the MWR professionals. We had Garrison staff help us out. The clubs, they pulled together and got some really good things going here. Basically, it took 2 hard weeks of just getting the details together. We had a lot of fun doing it, and the Budweiser staff, the Anheuser-Busch Incorporated staff came down, started setting up, and they were just awesome. So we had a lot of communication, a lot of people in the mix, but it all came out and we did a great job. And here we are, look at this crowd.
Oh, it's awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us about the timeline. We understand that you guys just really put this together fast.
That's right. About 2.5 weeks ago, we got a call from the Garrison staff that said, look, Anheuser-Busch wants to throw a great big party. They want a military installation to throw it on. We told them Fort Bragg was the place to go. And we just jumped right on top of it. We were real excited about it. So, we had a short window of time there to get it all together, but, we did it.
Hey, you guys You guys from MWR certainly can put great things together in a minimal amount of time. Here's to the Heroes, a great campaign. Lori, can we expect other celebrations and festivals like this from MWR in the future?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, one of our biggest events is Operation Celebrate Freedom. It'll be Operation Celebrate Freedom 3 this year, and that's a 2-day fest with like 70,000 people that show up. We do the fairs all the time. We're looking forward to some concerts this year too. We're gonna pull something together in April. So yeah, we're gonna pull a rabbit out of our hat again.
Hey, speaking of rabbits, anybody particular that we can look for?
I don't know yet. I don't want to give away our trade secrets.